it's Chris at the Bell Garage. Today we're talking about finding the right replacement tire for your bike. So there's 3 criteria when shopping for a tire. The 2 most important are the rim's diameter and the tire's width. Those you have to make sure you match to the existing diameter and width on your bike. The 3rd criteria is the tread pattern, and that's really up to you. A smooth tire is for road riding, while a knobby tire is for more off-road riding. So if I want to match exactly this tire, we have the 18-inch diameter and the 1.95-inch width and a knobby tread pattern. So when we get to the store, we're going to look for the knobby tires first and then look for the one that has the big 18 on it. So this tire has an 18-inch diameter and fits a couple different widths, one of them being 1.95 inches. It has a knobby tread pattern, so this is the best replacement for the tire that I just took off my bike. So there's a few different tread patterns available, and that really depends on your style of riding, but the 2 most important things to note before you head to the store are the rim's diameter and the tire's width, to make sure you buy a tire that's going to fit your bike perfectly.
If you want to replace a bike tire, select a tire of the same size. Size data is shown on the tire sidewall. Before mounting or removing a wheel, read the wheel manufacturer's instructions and get to know the release mechanism. Check the state of the rim and the rim strip. The rim strip must completely cover the rim base. When mounting the tire, make sure that nothing gets inside the tire, sand, stones, etc., that could damage the tube. For this reason, it's good to always place the tire and the wheel on a clean surface. Pay attention to the tire's specified direction of rotation, as indicated on the tire sidewall. Press one side of the tire completely onto one side of the rim. This should be possible on each side of the rim without tools. Keep in mind that tubes also age. For that reason, you should mount a new tube when you mount a new tire. Unscrew the valve cap and the lock ring from the valve. Turn on the valve nut and press it onto the tube. Inflate the tube slightly so that it takes a round shape. Close the valve nut. Place the valve in the valve hole of the rim, but do not yet fix the valve in place with the retaining nut. Insert the tube completely into the tire. Watch that the tube does not crease at any point. Starting at a point opposite the valve, press the loose tire side over the flange of the rim. Make sure that the tube is not pinched between the tire and the rim at any point. Continue pressing the tire over the edge of the rim, moving along at the same pace to both sides of the starting point. If the mounting by hand doesn't work, you will have to use Continental tire levers to get the sides of the tire over the flange of the rim. Check the valve. If it is not standing straight up, you have to pull a tire bead out of the rim again and rearrange the tube. To enable the tire and the tube to settle on the rim free of stress, inflate the tire to half the maximum inflation and flex it back and forth over the full circumference of the wheel. Then press the whole valve back into the rim with an energetic thrust and pull it back out again. Open the valve nut. Inflate the tube with a floor pump to the maximum tire inflation pressure, which is shown on the tire sidewall. Check the seating of the tire by examining the characteristic line above the rim flange. The characteristic line should be evenly spaced from the rim on both sides of the tire over its entire circumference. To adjust the tire for optimum use, taking into account the weight of the cyclist and the surface cycled on, you can reduce the operating pressure of the tire from maximum inflation pressure. There is a list in the FAQs under www.conti-bicycletires.com. Never inflate your tire beyond the maximum permitted pressure. The tire could pop off the rim or blow out while you're cycling. Insufficient pressure can cause pinching of the tire. For this reason, you should watch that the indicated inflation pressure range is not exceeded or undercut when using the tire. Continental recommends that you always check the tire pressure in your bike before setting off on your ride. Close finally the valve nut. Check before the onward journey if the braking surfaces are still free of grease and other lubricants after the installation. Check whether the brake pads come into contact with the brake surfaces. Check to make sure the wheels are securely fastened.
So I just used the Mezcal 4C tire at the Sea Otter short track. It hooked up well, real predictable when things got real loose, which was nice at speed. The last thing I want to do is think about what my tires are doing. It's nice to head into a corner and just trust them.
I love them. They come with the TNT protection, so I'm pretty safe in terms of flats. They're extra durable. They were really good for today's short track race, and I believe also for tomorrow's cross country, because Sea Otter, as you can see, it's sunny weather this weekend, and it's pretty nice, and the course should be pretty fast, so I think those tires will do good.
What I like about the Mezcal is the small block makes it fast in the smooth sections, and the side knobs make it perfect for when I'm cornering in those tight off-camber corners. They just grip those corners super great.
For the Enduro, I rode the Mezcal in the rear, which is more of a cross-country tire, a fast-rolling tire. And I rode a Morse in the front because it rained the morning before. So I got a little bit of extra traction up front, and then the fast rolling in the rear.
A Mongoose will bring out your adventurous side with every pedal. It's time to elevate your ride. Supplying a fun way to exercise all year round, the Aztec Fat Bike was built to handle it all, from sandy shores to snow-covered trails. Thrill seekers age 14 and up will appreciate this sturdy, all-terrain bike's ultra-durable steel frame and strong, rigid fork, which provides quick and precise handling in all conditions. A 7-speed twist shifter paired with a dependable Shimano rear derailleur promises seamless gear transitions every time. For top-notch safety on the trail, dual mechanical disc brakes provide maximum stopping power. Rugged yet lightweight alloy rims support the Aztec's oversized 4-inch wide knobby tires, so you can plow over all kinds of terrain, even sand and snow. This beast of a bike also features an efficient and smooth 3-piece alloy crank and an easily adjustable threadless headset. Designed with 26-inch wheels, the Aztec fits riders from approximately 5 foot 4 inches to 6 foot 2 inches tall. Get ready for the ride of your life. There's nothing you can't do on a Mongoose.